Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Another day on the Yamaha waverunner 1100 jet ski. So if you're with us in the last video, you would have seen we got the engine mounted, looking absolutely fantastic. We're still waiting on a couple of seals for the exhaust pipe, so we can't fully put it together, but what we've got is pretty cool. So in this video, what we're going to work on is we're going to try and get the fuel tank back in the hull, get our cab back on, and start working on some of the body work. So in saying that, let's get into it. Alright, so we've got the tank in, but before we go any further ahead, what we're going to do is we're just going to grab the battery cables and make sure we can connect them up to the starter motor. I'm not sure if that would have made it easier doing that before we went the tank in, but what I'll do is remove that part of the exhaust, that back part that we just put on to see how it was going to look. Remove that, hopefully that gives us enough access to be able to hook up our ground and hook up our positive to the starter motor. We should be sweet. Right, let's see how we go. Alright guys, so there you go, the cab is back on, bolted down, all the fittings are fitted. We've got our reverse control all hooked back up. We've got our steering cable hooked back up. All the electrics are hooked back up. Just went ahead and chucked the key in. Just give it a kick over, make sure all the starter motor and everything's working correctly. So we've all got it all working, no worries. And I've just gone ahead and tidied up some of the stuff in here. So the only thing I've still got left to do under here really is I want to wrap all the cabling up in black electrical tape just so it looks nice and tidy under there, and we can tuck it all away and it should look sweet. We've even gone ahead and hooked up the fuel tank hoses. Everything's looking fantastic. So far so good. It's just starting to look like a ski again. We'll keep on moving and see how we go. Alright guys, so you've just seen us go and give the tub a little bit of a clean up. Then we've gone and removed all the rubber strips from around the outside and inside of the liner there. And what we're going to do is we're going to replace it with this here rubber strip that we've got from the local hardware store. See how it goes. So I've just bought one packet to see how this takes to this one here. And if it does alright for this, we'll probably end up using it for the front side as well. So saying that, let's see how it goes. The bucket is in. We've gone and put a foam seal around the base of it. We've still got to get a nice thin one for the top of it just to seal the top nicely, but other than that it's fantastic. Now we've gone fitted the bonnet and it's gone on beautifully, but when we've removed the sticker that was on the front here, it's left a whole lot of dirty disgusting glue here. Now I've just tried getting it off with a bit of prep wash, tried a bit of acetone even just to try and get that glue off, and it ain't coming off at all. So what we've got is a little bit of 2000 grit sandpaper. We're just going to wet rub it till it comes off. Fingers crossed we don't go too far and cut through. And then we'll just have to give it a bit of a cut and polish. And fingers crossed it'll look sweet. Hey, let's get into it and see how we go. As you can see, we went over it with a 2000 grit wet rub and it's come up really good. And then we've just given it the quick cut and polish with a hand rag and it's come up not too bad, but you can still see where the sticker was sitting as the sun's not affected that area opposed to the rest of it. But at the end of the build, what I want to do is give this thing a good cut and polish, and what I might even do is buy a mechanical polisher. Fingers crossed we'll blend it all in and it'll look perfect. So in saying that, let's keep on moving. So there we go, we've gone ahead, we removed the mirrors, we put a heat gun over the top of them, and it brought the colour right back out in them, looks fantastic. And then we went ahead and put our two-stroke filler cap delete cover on, and it's come up absolutely fantastic. Really happy with how this has turned out. So far so good. But as for today, I'm over and out. Catch you tomorrow. Alright guys, so as you've seen, we put a new seal around our tub in there on the outside, looking absolutely fantastic, clips down nice and tight, which is good. Now we're going to go ahead with the bathtub. And as you can see, there's a bit of damage there, so I bought a special tool to try and repair this, so we'll see how we go. First thing I've got to do is get this seal off nicely. hopefully without doing any more damage than what's already there. Then we'll try and pin it together. So we bought like a hot stapler, and hopefully the idea of it is that you melt the staples into the plastic and it puts like a rib into it, and hopefully we can save this bucket from going any worse than what it is. These things are super expensive to get, and that's if you can actually get them at all, because all the ones that are available seem to go like hotcakes. So in saying that, let's get into it and see how we go. so there you go. We managed to get a fair bit done then. So what we've gone and done here is we've gone and put our new bar clamps. So we pulled the old bar clamps off, and as you've seen, we had a fair bit of a struggle getting one of them off. The bolt was actually corroded inside the actual clamp itself. So what we ended up doing was we took it, sandblasted it, and then we just got a drill the same size as the hole that's in it and just went through it and just got rid of all the corrosion within all the holes. We got brand new bolts and washers, chucked that assembly back together with a bit of paint. Looked absolutely fantastic. We went ahead and got the bar pad and we give that a bit of a clean up, and it came up really nice. Got rid of all the muck off it and stuff, which is fantastic. We got our tubs in, so we got the new seals on the front tub. On the back tub, we ended up having to do a few repairs. Not the greatest of jobs there, but it is going to save us about $400, $500 in the new tub. And all we wanted mainly was to get it nice and sturdy. Them hot staples did the job for that. Just melted them in, and they sit there and they put like a bracing inside the plastic. Just give it a bit of a clean up. New seals, absolutely fantastic. So that's in there, nice and sturdy, and doing what it's supposed to be doing, sealing the hole. Next thing we did was we hooked up all the fuel lines, plus we have grease line on the back coupling there, and then chucked the coupling cover on. So that's looking all nice and tidy. We've got everything in there sitting nice, and then we went and chucked our grab handles on here, which is looking fantastic. Everything's starting to come together nicely. It's starting to look like a ski again now, but unfortunately, we are going to call that a wrap for this video. We hope you're enjoying the content, and if you are, please don't forget to hit that like button down below. Set your notifications for upcoming videos because we've got plenty more builds to come. You can join us on Facebook and Instagram, StayTrue TV, if you want the inside scoop before YouTube. We thank you for your love and support to the channel. Stay safe, and we'll catch you next time.